everyone. Thanks for joining today. I know you had options, working or maybe even setting a goal to set goals later, but you chose to show up, and that's step one. I am Surbhi, and today we are talking about goal setting, not the write it down, forget about it, feel guilty later kind, but a version that actually works, one that's clear, adaptable, and fun. So we all have set goals, won some and failed at some. We knew we had lost track, felt overwhelmed, or didn't know the next step. So we all feel that every now and then, right? And those who say they don't are either crushing life or lying. So I once set a goal confidently, mapped it out, and set deadlines for the whole deal. 3 weeks in, I was already behind, overwhelmed, and questioning my choices. So, what went wrong? I have spent a lot of time figuring out why people struggle with setting and achieving goals. So, here is the thing: goals don't fail because we are lazy or unmotivated, they fail because they are unclear, rigid, disconnected from real life, and not aligned with our personal strengths. So we say, I want to get better at public speaking. But what does that even mean? Speak louder, use bigger words, or channel your inner TED Talk guru? So, with my own experience and multiple feedback from my clients, I figured out top three reasons why goals don't work in the long run. First is we don't know what to focus on. Second is rigid goal plans fail when things don't go as expected. And third is without tracking or feedback, enthusiasm fades. That's when it hit me that setting goals without a system is painful. The trick isn't in setting goals, it's in making them work. Now, why mind mapping? Because mind map provides a structure so that you can view the entire idea in your brain in a very structured and formatted way. So it's like a goal written in a notebook is just a sentence. But when you put it in mind map, it becomes a structure, a network of ideas, connections, actions. You see the entire journey you need to live. So mind map allows you to break down big goals into clear steps, see how different pieces connect, and adapt without losing focus. Now, why AI? When we set a goal, our perspective is limited to the knowledge we already have. AI expands that view. It helps us see what's missing, prioritize what matters, and adjust our approach. Think of AI as that brutally honest friend who tells you, hey, your plan sucks. It won't help you much. Let me fix that for you. So, not to replace your thinking, but to fine tune your goals, highlight blind spots, and adjust as life happens. And when you combine AI with mind mapping, suddenly your goals go from I should do this to oh wow, this is how I can actually pull this off. Now, let's apply this to a real goal, improving public speaking skills. Let me just share my screen. So here is the mind map, and here is the goal. So this is the goal that I am actually personally working on. This goal, improve public speaking skills. I hope I get a good feedback in this demo because this is part of my goal. So we start with a simple mind map. The main goal is in the center, branches for skills, preparedness, challenges, and resources. So I have created it in advance to respect the time limits. And I have outlined everything I need to work on to achieve this goal of improving public speaking skills from vocal skills, body language, content structuring, mindset, confidence, and everything. So you can see this whole mind map. Now, I have outlined everything, but is this actually enough to reach my goal? No. I know what to do, but how should I do it? I need to make a plan to make it more concrete, specific, and aligned with my strengths. So I can do it manually as well, but AI speeds up this part for me with more efficiency. So here's where AI steps in to make this mind map better and tailor it according to my needs. So let's start by asking questions to define it. Okay, let me open the AI prompt now. Okay, one second. Okay, let me put the prompt. Okay, so I have added the prompt to refine my existing mind map to make a phase-wise plan, starting with the basics. So let's wait and watch for the AI magic to happen. This is the best part about this tool that I like. Okay, so it has improved, it has changed my mind map. As you can see, it is a modification on my existing mind map only. So it has created a phase wise plan for me, phase one, phase two, phase three, and it has kept my all tasks here, but it is still not workable, right? I still need to drill down to the point where I know what I exactly have to do to overcome my fear of speaking, to develop self-awareness, positive self-talk, and everything. So let's add one more prompt to AI and then see how it works for us. Okay. So I'll add one more prompt that will help me create a 30-day practice plan for phase one. And ta-da, now it is much better. Don't you think that now I want to improve mindset and confidence, but now I know what I need to do to identify my fears, to overcome. I have to journal from day one to day three. Then I have to practice self-awareness exercises, day seven. So it has created a full 30-day plan for me to work on my goal. And I believe this is a quick start, jump start for me to win my goal. Now, but AI power does not stop here. So let's try now to personalize it to see how much AI can help me. So I personally love this part that I can adjust this according to my schedule without having to worry about all the other plans. So let me add one more prompt to this. Okay. So let's say that I won't be available to this practice on day three and day four. So let it adjust on day three and day four. And you can see, so it has adjusted for day one and day two, and then five and six, and it has given me my break for 3 and 4 days, and it has updated all the remaining tasks as well. It has added a catch up day for me that I need to review day one, day two, and reflect to get back on the track on working with my goal. So this is the part which I call goal setting 2.0, that you can adjust according to your schedule and it won't affect your goal at all. We don't lose the track. And suddenly, our goal isn't just to get better at public speaking, it's a clear, structured, adaptable roadmap. And the best part, if life gets in the way, AI helps us adjust the plan instead of abandoning it. So we can now put these tasks on our calendar, to do list, or any other app you use to manage your work. This is Goal Setting 2.0, inspired by my own research, which I call PAR. It is Plan, Act, Assess, Reflect framework. So instead of just chasing deadlines, this approach links your goals to your strengths, weaknesses, and habits. You can add more and more prompts, and it will keep updating your plan. So we shift from a fixed goal plus deadline mindset to a goal plus habit plus habit building mindset. So instead of saying I'll improve my public speaking in 3 months, I said practice speaking every day in a way that fits my life and I become better at public speaking. No deadlines, just progress. Now, working with goals this way has a huge impact. It is not about checking things off a list, you actually make them part of your daily routine. This method has worked wonders for both me and my clients in setting personal goals. You can try it too. And here's the takeaway. So, AI makes goal setting smarter, not harder. Mind maps turn messy ideas into structured action plans. And you don't need more willpower, but better systems to win your goals. So, the next time you set a goal, don't just write it down and hope for the best. Map it out, ask AI the right questions, and give yourself the best chance to succeed. That's it from my side. I'll hand over to Sobia.
So we do have a few questions coming in. So let's say some time to go through them. So maybe I can read it for you. The first question: are there any common mistakes to avoid when using mind maps for goal setting?
There's no mistake. That's the whole purpose of mind map. You make mistakes and you know this is a mistake, and then you can remove it from your mind map. Because there are so many things when you work on a goal, it's not just one thing. So you can plan out everything that you have in your mind, and then you can just remove whatever you don't like.
Okay, thank you. So the other question is, as you can in the Q&A, how does AI add value to traditional goal setting methods?
Okay, that is a good question. So, how does AI help? The whole part of this presentation and the personal part which I like is that traditional goal setting methods, there's nothing wrong with that, wrong with them. But as I said, we set goals based on whatever knowledge we already have. With AI, it gives you a much bigger perspective to work on your goals, to figure out what can work for you and what cannot work for you, which traditionally we cannot figure it out. So that is the value added.
Okay, thank you, Surbhi. So the other question is, why do you think just knowing what to do isn't enough without a clear action plan?
Why do you think just knowing what to do isn't enough? So when you don't have a plan, what are you going to do? As I said, ki, you can just say, ki, okay, tomorrow I want to do this. You get up tomorrow, and then life happens. And tomorrow you have some urgency, some other prior work, and then you miss. And it's not just that you miss one thing. If it happens that not just the task, you miss the entire flow that you planned for yourself. If you don't track, if you don't have a full plan, and then eventually you end up missing your goal completely or deviated from your goal completely.
Thank you. What's your current biggest challenge in improving your public speaking skills?
I guess I have both offline and online challenges. Online, I'm working on my pace and body language. I hope I did better. Offline, I'm yet to try. But it's more about speaking and taking the control of stage, roaming around and moving. So that's my biggest challenge right now.
Thank you again. And I missed one question from the chat. Do you believe planning visually like this helps you stick to your goals better?
Yes, I have been working. I myself have been working. That's why I developed this whole framework called PAR, and I have been using this because deadlines sooner or later they exhaust us completely, and it's good for the task that we have to do in office. But when it comes to our own task for our own growth, these are the kind of things where we actually need no deadlines. We need to make it part of our routine. We need to make it according to our strengths, and we need to know where we have weak points so that we can work on them.